EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bortles now on first down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part. Getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long.
11.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he finds McDonald. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11B, 11B. Watch 372.
Bortles now on 1st down. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
So right.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
11 more on that one and another first down. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Punch right. Throw left. Right 39, Lucy.
Now Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Spread left. Lucy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. T.J. Watt coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First carry for James Conner, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Lucy. Hank.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Past the 20. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Lee. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, 46 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Calais Campbell on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Washington. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Roethlisberger, and he's going to go down again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Move.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We got 4 down. 4 down. Check 13. Check 13. Mike 39, Lucy. Lucy. It's all right. 372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Bortles going to come up here on first and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
You got 4. 372. Mike 50. 77. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Bortles. That is covered inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dante Moncrief in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Steelers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. For the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Telvin Smith in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also
What we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun now for Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they'll get him down here. at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
B, 11B. 76.
Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Lucy. 72.
Bortles to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd.
Lucy. Check. So right. So left. Move.
To throw, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
On 1st down, Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throw left, throw left. Nice 39, Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
72. Hey, hold it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. DeJuan Smoot with the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down throw. Gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Goff. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11B, 11B. 72, 72, 72. Hank.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing now is Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Lambo will put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's gone. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Third and long. It's gone. He's letting it flop into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Shotgun now for Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Lucy. Hey, 5-0. Check 57.
To throw is Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, this will keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tommy Bohannon taking it in. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. 17. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, hold it, hold it, hold it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Bortles now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
239, Lucy.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, here's Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cole. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now Leonard Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Bortles. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Orange.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Goff now looks to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check. Green 80. Watch out.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
72, 77.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 5-0.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Woods that time. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Goff again. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, Goff. There he goes inside the 30. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And down to the 27-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run around.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Bortles going to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Those are friends in Bayou Country.